Okay, so today we have a 2018 GMC Savannah that has a P0443. I don't know if you can see that, but purge valve solenoid control circuit open. And I just wanted to show a quick and easy way for electrical diagnostic. This pretty much will work with anything, any type of vehicle, pretty much any kind of circuit. Super simple and easy. So the way I got this set up here is I already have my purge valve connector unplugged, and I have my terminals for my multimeter plugged in here. And basically what I'm going to do is go over here, which we're already showing 8 volts. This is just a simple circuit here. It's just basically power and ground. Let me show you that here. So this is my circuit. We have power, we have a fuse power coming from the underhood fuse block, coming to the purge valve, going down to the ECM, and it has a switch ground. And what we're going to do here, I'm going to go to my scan tool, and we're going to command this on. And you see it's on, but still don't have enough voltage. Now, we may have voltage, but that does not mean the circuit is good. And a quick way to test this is we're going to put a load on the circuit. Now, I have a test light, but you can use a car bulb or any kind of 12-volt bulb that will put a load on the circuit. And to do this, we're just going to put it to power and ground on that circuit, and we're going to see what happens. And you see, it goes to 0. Now, what that means is we may have, one strand or just a little bit of the wire touching the terminal, but it is not enough to carry a load. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to find where the problem is. So I'm going to turn my meter off, and I'm going to set up to where I want to go. Basically, I want to check between this connector, and we're going to check it from there between the ECM. First we're going to check for continuity, and then we're going to do a loaded voltage drop and see what happens. So I'm going to get that set up real quick, be right back. Okay, so now that we have my meter hooked up to my ECM side, which is down here, and we're going to check the wire from the ECM all the way to the purge valve connector. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check for continuity from the terminal to terminal, which, as you see, we do not have any continuity from ECM terminal to the purge valve terminal. Now, next what I want to do is check to see if we got a wire issue or we just have a wire to terminal issue. So that I can take this from my terminal, and I have a tool that pokes the wire. We're going to check that. And we do have continuity there. So next step would be to do a loaded voltage drop between ECM to that connector and see if the circuit will hold a load. And I'm going to get that set up real quick. So now what I've got going on is I have power run from my battery, power and ground. I got my power circuit run through. Now to do this, you have to make sure your circuit's completely disconnected. Basically 12 volts is going through the ECM connector, gonna travel through the wire all the way over to my purge valve connector. And what we're gonna do now is see if that circuit will hold a load. And by doing that, we'll just use my tester here and see if the tester lights up. And as you see, it does. Now, this is going to the wire. This is not from the terminal. So now we know the wire is good, but we have a bad terminal. It's easy as that. You can pretty much do this on any circuit, any kind of vehicle. So now what we're going to do is this job's already approved. We're going to go ahead and replace that connector, and we're going to retest. Okay, I got my new connector on there, and now we're going to go ahead and get these wires soldered and heat shrunk. Now, I don't care what anybody says. Don't ever butt connect stuff. It's just not as professional as soldering the wire, and it just doesn't look good. and it's just not, it's just better to solder it. It's just a better connection and better all over, all around. It's better all around. So don't butt connect, always solder. It doesn't take long. I don't know if the camera can see this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slide the heat shrink over it without burning myself. Slide that over both sides. Get this shrunk. Can't really see. Come on now. Okay, now that we got that fixed, we're gonna go ahead and retest. I'm gonna go ahead and retest, and I already got it hooked up here with my test light. I'm just gonna go there, and we see we got light. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back together and get this thing out of here. Thanks for watching.